How would you like to pay off your unsecured debt with one low fixed payment and be debt-free within 5 years? How about 4 years? Heck, what about 3 years? Napoleon Hill, author of one of the greatest books ever written, Think and Grow Rich, says, "Plan your work, work your plan." Just like with anything in life, you got to have a plan when it comes to paying off your debt. Now, while that might sound obvious, the number of people that can honestly say they have a plan to pay off their debt is very small. The harsh truth is that most people looking to get out of debt don't know where to start or how to set up a plan, or even what options are available to them. For many people, most of them in fact, this is the reality that they face. Each month, they're making their minimum payments toward their credit cards, which is primarily going toward interest. With any luck, they can throw a couple of extra bucks above the minimum that go toward the balance, but most just pay the minimum due. We call this the hamster wheel of debt. What do the people who are paying off their debt have in common? They have a predictable system they follow, which allows them to pay a fixed payment over a set term. Hi, my name is John with Signature One Financial, and in the next few minutes I'm going to share exactly how we've helped our clients install predictable systems for paying off their debt in as little as 2 to 5 years, and how you can do the same. I'm also going to share with you, 1, the biggest mistake most people are making when it comes to paying off their debt, and 2, the 2 things our successful clients have in their monthly personal finances that the people struggling to pay off their debt do not. 3, the 4 simple things you need to know before moving forward with paying off your debt. These are the exact same strategies that thousands of our clients have used to pay off tens of millions of dollars in debt. As you can see here, Signature One Financial has a 5-star rating with the CFRB and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. So if you're looking to have a predictable way to pay off your debt in the shortest amount of time, then you're definitely in the right place, and you're going to love what I'm about to share with you. Now, the top 3 people we work with fall into the following categories. They have $25,000 or more in unsecured debt. When I say unsecured debt, I mean credit cards and unsecured personal loans. They're having a difficult time paying more than their minimum payments. The reality is, when looking at your credit card statements, by only making the minimum payment, it could take 20+ years to pay off your debt, depending on the interest. They have little to no availability on their credit cards. This happens when you're maxed out because of spending or your credit cards cut your limits to your balances. One of our clients, William P. from Boston, Massachusetts, started working with us when he realized he could only afford the minimum payments on his debt due to his credit cards raising his interest rates. He had roughly $60,000 in debt, and each credit card statement showed him by only making minimum payments, it would take him approximately 27 years to pay off his debt. For a guy that could only afford his minimum payments, that scared him to death. We were able to set him up with a lower fixed payment that got him out of debt in 5 years. Another client, Jill K. from Glendale, California, started working with us when her 3 credit card companies cut the limits down to her balances. This wasn't a big deal. Until the next month, they raised the interest rates, saying she was high risk because she was maxed out. How is that her fault? It's unfair, but the creditors do it all the time. We were able to secure her a personal loan, which is one of the predictable strategies we use, that had a fixed rate and a low payment. She stuck to the plan and was debt-free in 4 years. Here's what our predictable systems all have. 1. One low fixed payment. 2. It works with any budget. And 3. It's based on proven results. Now, remember how I told you I was going to share with you the biggest mistake people are making when they're trying to pay off their debt? And also the 2 things our successful clients have present in their personal finances that people struggling to pay off their debt do not? The biggest mistake: trying to pay off your unsecured debt by only making the minimum payments. The two things our successful clients have: 1, a predictable system, and 2, they stopped using their credit cards when following the plan. Because it comes down to this. Again, it sounds simple and obvious, but you can't pay off your debt by paying just the interest and then charging more on your credit cards. So let's get down to business and show you exactly how you can get a predictable system for paying off your unsecured debt in the next 2 to 5 years. There's only two things that matter when paying off your unsecured debt, and they are: 1, having a fixed payment you can afford; 2, how long are you making that fixed payment for? If you're not making the progress you want to be making on paying off your debt, then let me ask you these two questions. 1, what is your fixed monthly payment? 2, how long are you making that fixed payment for? The majority of people struggling to pay off their debt won't be able to answer those questions. You see, when trying to pay off your debt, it's easy to just fall into the trap of making minimum payments. This isn't your fault. Do yourself a favor if you already haven't. Pull out your credit card statement. You'll notice a minimum payment warning. Make minimum payments on your debt, and it will take 20 or 30 years to pay it off. That's a lot of money. This doesn't set you up for success. The people who are successful in paying off their debt have a predictable system in which they know these two figures. 1, what's their fixed payment? 2, how long is that fixed payment for? When you have a predictable system for paying off your debt and you know these two numbers, every month is as simple as looking at your calendar, making your fixed payment, and counting down the months until you are debt-free. So how do you set up this predictable system? Well, it starts with knowing your exact financial situation. To execute this predictable system correctly, you need to get to know these 4 things exactly, and then you can start to crack the code. The 4 things are: what is your monthly income? How much do you owe? Who are your creditors? And how much can you afford monthly? When you have these 4 things in alignment, you can unlock the code and literally have some amazing results just like our clients have experienced. Like Renee. Renee J. started working with us when her husband's income was reduced. They had $52,000 in debt and were paying minimum payments going directly to interest. She went 3 years of being on that hamster wheel and still owed the same amount as when she started. We were able to get her into a consolidation option that gave her a fixed payment that was affordable. They're now back to saving money and going on trips with their grandchildren. Want a predictable system that works? You need the right system to be able to do this and get these results. You can do it the hard way, which is like going up to the lock and trying to guess the code. You know, there are more than 10,000 possible combinations to a 4-digit lock. Well, you can try to crack it yourself, and who knows, maybe you'll find a combination that works in a year or 2 or 3, but most probably never. Or you can do it the easy way and just get the code to unlock it and get the results immediately. And that's what we do all day at Signature One Financial for our clients. Well, by now you're probably thinking, how can we help you implement a predictable system to pay off your debt in 2 to 5 years? This is perfect for you if you're looking to pay off your unsecured debt with a low fixed payment, start saving money, and gain your financial freedom back. Again, if you fall into the following categories: 1, you have $25,000 or more in unsecured debt, credit cards, and unsecured personal loans. 2, you're having a difficult time paying double their minimum payments. And 3, you have little to no availability on your credit cards. If you're serious about getting out of debt, we're looking to ramp up and help more people achieve their financial goals, where we can help those people get these kinds of massive results that I've just shared. So, here's how the process works. Fill out the simple questionnaire below the video and set up a strategy session with one of our specialists. On this 20 to 30 minute strategy session, we will be focused on a specific and custom-tailored strategy and execution to help you solve the two biggest problems that most people face. 1. Getting a fixed payment you can afford. 2. Paying that fixed payment for the shortest time possible that allows you to pay off your debt. The end goal is helping you become debt-free. We have talked a lot about who this is for. Let's talk about who this isn't for. People who have less than $25,000 in unsecured debt. People who don't have unsecured debt, including credit cards and unsecured personal loans. Anyone not serious about getting out of debt in the next 2 to 5 years. Knowing that we're a good fit for you is crucial because we like to get all our clients results and work with them for the long term. We are only looking for those who are a good fit and who we are certain we can help. If you're serious, here's the first step. The first step is to complete a quick questionnaire for a private strategy session below this video. This questionnaire is necessary to determine 1. That we can help you and we're the best company to help you generate those results. 2. That you're ready to step up, commit, and take action on the systems we offer if they make sense to you. Strategy call. Now once you complete your questionnaire, you'll be able to schedule a time with us to conduct your strategy session. This is where we really start working together to figure out which strategy is going to work and how to make it happen in the fastest time possible. And with predictability. At the end of the call, one of two things will happen. You'll either be a fit to work with us or not a good fit. Either way, that's totally okay, and there's no hard feelings or obligations. So go ahead and complete your questionnaire now, and we'll see if we're a good fit. Thanks for watching. We look forward to helping you out.